I hope we can play Dota today. I haven't had any issues with the servers yet, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I don't know if it's the vocal minority or, how common of an issue this is. We'll figure out what to do as a Dota streamer if Dota doesn't work, but currently it seems fine. So, I say currently, but we haven't queued anything yet. Should we play some music? Kind of feel like it. I'm gonna do it. Perhaps the cats would like to contribute some music. Sure sounds like it. He's going. Let's play this. Oh wait, I gotta change the. Oh god. That's loud. Hey Changies. Happy Monday indeed. Hope your Monday is off to a good start. Let's see, where is Google Chrome? All right. There we go. All right. Should be good to go now. I already picked my contracts. I think we're doing assists and observers. Today, we're going to play a lot of Jakiro, I think, in all the roles we get. Offlane, soft, and hard support to see how good he is with his new Liquid Fire. Backups if he's banned for support. Try some Bane, some Winter Wyvern. Excuse me. Offlane. We're playing Wraith King a little bit. It was fun. Necro got buffed. We might try Sand King and Centaur. They seem to have pretty good win rates. I did try one Centaur game over the weekend offline, or off streaming, and it went well. Beyond that, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Jupiter, what's up? Let me go see what he's meowing about. Meow. Look, he already wants to go. Meow. Hang around with me for a bit, Jupiter. Yeah. There, that's the camera. Take a look. No, you don't feel like it. Yeah, how about the chair? I'll give you a treat. No, at the chair. I gotta turn the cat cam on. Where the heck is the cat cam pointing? There we go. Weird. Cat eye tracker? I guess that works, right? I didn't even think about that. That would be funny. I'd probably just follow whatever the mouse is. It always looks at the mouse when it's like sitting nearby. Look at you, Jupiter. Alright, you're gone. Bye. Well, the stream got to start with the cat. Hopefully one of them will come back later. Our server's still broken? We're about to find out, Jaywin. I was able to play a couple games over the weekend. I think I tried in the morning yesterday. I don't think I played besides that. So we'll see. I don't know if he's camera shy. He's just bored, more like it. If servers don't work, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe just stop the stream again tomorrow, and I'll make videos today, and maybe servers will be fixed by tomorrow. But if not, I don't know. US East seems fixed, but West still down. Well, we got both queued up, so hopefully it'll just not put us on the broken one if that's the case. Alright, while we're waiting, first of all, skipping. Next of all, there he goes. I wanted to change our text. I feel like it's a little big. I want to shrink it a bit and maybe put like a very faint background on it. So we can do that while we're just queuing up. What about US Central? I don't know. They don't have enough servers apparently. Where Where's my thing? Here. I don't remember. Where did I go to set this up, actually? I kind of forget. Where did I do this, actually? Okay, maybe this is something I'll have to do later. Someone sent me something to use to set it up, and now I forget what the original site was. Oh well, it's not that important. Hey, Gordy. Wish Dr. Nerf didn't feel like much. I don't think so, yeah. Because, oh, nice. The first level's the same. Second level is just a little bit weaker, and I think that is, you know, for a lot of games, that is where you are setting up to win or lose, you know, and your third level is weaker, and that definitely matters in some games, but it's still pretty strong compared to where it used to be, and you've already gotten through 20-30 minutes of building a lead as a really strong hero. So, we're thinking about playing Jakiro a lot, so we're going to be banning Rubik. I see he didn't get banned. Jakiro actually did get banned, so I guess it's not an issue. We're not playing Jakiro. Let's do... I want to do more Wraith King offlane. It's not even good. It's not even buffed from the last one, but I've just been having a lot of fun with it. I did it 3 times so far. 2 on stream, 1 offline, which I got flamed for, actually. But I don't think it was my fault. I definitely made some mistakes, but we had issues that game, and I made some mistakes because of those issues, but some guy was flaming me while literally feeding. He died in the same spot like 5 times, just blindly dewarding. So I don't feel too bad about that one.
You're a pig.
Warlock. More AoE would be good. Someone like Sand King and Centaur to a degree, but no cares. Yeah, I still think it's okay. We're melee with our range support. We will initiate. We'll have some skeletons for AoE. I think something I want to try this game is skip Blade Mail. Let's see what else gets picked. But I kind of want to skip Blade Mail and go something else. Though I say that, and now I see that this guy has a lot of uncontrollable damage. So does Disruptor. Now I kind of still want the Blade Mail. I was gonna try Soul Ring, Blink. Oh, he's got a lot of uncontrollable damage too, so I feel like we need to do it. Actually, is this another Spirit Vessel game? Chat? What do you guys? Another off-lane Wraith King? Spectre Vessel? I think it's actually better for Spectre to get Vessel than me. I'm not sure. It's an old build. Gyro Disruptor. I feel like there will be a lot of spells. Let's get a stick. Colorblind mode's off. I was using it for some other stuff. It's throwing me off. You know what I really need them to fix? This dynamic scaling is driving me crazy. Where's my colorblind option? Yeah, this is offlane Wraith King. Let's go.
This way. Go around. Watcher, go around.
I can barely hear this guy.
Wait for Pudge. Friend.
30 seconds to go.
Alright, well,
sentry right here.
It's for my support later. Though he's a range support, so it's not really as big of a deal. I missed what happened. I want to try a different build as well this game, possibly. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, right outside. Oh, we're gonna be shoving anyways. I forgot. You need to hit the creeps a bit more. I forgot I said that in my... Dang. Should have hit the creeps more before it faded. I think we need a second set of tangos. And I'll just go straight for my phase boots. Rip, another range creep denied. Another one about to get denied. Alright, we denied one. Cool. We only have one stick charge, actually. I thought I would get more. I guess they've been using the spells while I'm out of range. Maybe this stick wasn't worth it. Well, it'll be good later, so whatever. We're getting through without other items anyhow. Maybe I did need more tangos, actually. I got my lifesteal up now. Nice. Great glimpse. Lost a lot of creeps for that. Nice pull. I should have been ready for that. It could have been a really good fight. Don't accidentally pull for them here. Courier, what kind of pathing were you taking? Huh, I didn't think about the flat cannon just killing all the skeletons, actually. Good thing they respawn once. Don't stack it for them. Okay, we're good.
Have a shitload of items.
Dang, my tech's so slow, actually. Shit, what if I get raindrops? Is this stupid versus disruptor? I feel like it'd be kind of nice for some passive regen, but also not fill up a slot long term. Oh well, we'll get a stick. Damn! I feel like I should have been able to have that. I did try skipping this completely before, but I think I like having 1 point. I should have maybe tried it a second time. No, that catapult is gonna get that range creep denied. Oh well. Uh-oh. Get him, Skelly boys. Get him, get him, get him. Help me, Skelly boys. Help me, Skelly boys. Help me, Skelly boys. Skelly boys, focus! Skelly boys were kind of doing work there. Maybe I should have just sat and fought. Maybe a second point in stun would have been the difference. I'm gonna think about this raindrops. Oh, let's not get glimpsed again. Actually, I just remembered. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be good.
Your mid tower needs a little help.
If he'd been willing to wait a little bit, maybe we get a double kill, but I guess I can't complain. Timbersaw might still be on his way. Oh no, Timber's mid. Okay. I think I do want casual raindrops. I'm gonna try it. It may not be the best versus disruptor. We'll just have to see. Timber TP'd bot. I wonder if I should like TP mid and shove it in with skeletons. Where are they going? Oh. I better be careful. Oh, nice. Might get glimpsed here.
Oh, Timber's still fucking one shot, dude.
Oh, we lagging. I don't know, he ended up 2 levels over me. I guess we're down to 1 level now, but...
Making mistakes is the path to wisdom.
Let's get out of here before we get Dawnbreakered. I mean, glimpsed. So here's where we're decided I'm going to start maxing stun. Because actually, 8 skeletons is a little hard to get to. And lower cooldown stun might be good. Though I don't have the soul ring I had theory crafted in this build for doing that. This This might be good. I'm gonna have mana issues. This is like cheapo blink in the meantime, though. No!
Oh my gosh, you guys heard disaster.
I've always wanted to be a giant spacecraft.
Brutal.
I don't think that was on me, was it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was. I didn't realize he had hook. I guess he didn't realize I had what's it called? Disaster. We'll blame server lag. I think that's why. Don't you think? There's a very small window to do that.
Mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
I can't believe neutral creeps got him. Oh, what a disaster. What if a neutral creeps got him too? We could have one more point in stun here if I didn't take crit. Maybe we get one more stun there.
One of the other fellas mid tower.
I'm not ready. Never cross me. I'd gladly hit something. Not yet. Submit.
Maybe I should just be skipping the stun. I'm so torn on it. Oh, not the stun, the extra crit.
Have vessel.
Sure are a lot of people missing right now. How many do I need? I need 2 kills? Skelly War! How many times am I gonna make that joke?
Use them runes.
What did I just do? What the heck? Just missed my own last hit. Everyone's missing. I'm scared. The boys are pushing for us, though. Let's just keep an eye on the map for a little. Okay, Disruptor came here. He's higher level than me. That's a little problematic.
Shovel my bones. I walk among you.
should have stacked us.
Need to be your mid tower right
Alright, without Pudge, I don't think we're doing this.
Your mid tower ain't doing too well.
Concentrate yourself.
Your mid tower is down.
Okay, whatever, dude. Bitch, please.
That worked out better than expected, guys. Let's go.
Is the war over already?
Should be careful about that camp, actually. I don't know if I get a skeleton charge when I'm broken. Phylactery Rubik, huh?
You are in my presence. The wrath of Batter. I'll consider it.
They're tilting. We're in a good spot.
We are in agreement.
I'll come through Twin Gate.
Your need approaches.
Go find him, Trent.
Who's in charge here?
Oh, I almost had stun. Oh, well, okay. I should go Dawnbreaker, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have gone Dawnbot. Damn, that guy's fast. Oh! Oh? 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 Nice! Look at that! What should we build next? Oh. That's pretty whack. Let's go get some tier 2s. I think I should just like start joining fights like crazy now. I'm trying to decide what I should build though. No, actually I need skeletons first. It's not a good skeleton camp. There's a lot of magic, so I guess BKB is pretty good. Let's grab it to start, or you know, queue it up. Oops, should have been doing the lane actually. Extra mana and armor. Armor reduction. Damn, I keep missing so many stacks while I'm like thinking about other stuff. My mana pools are really tiny now. Get this BKB and be unable to do things. Could go Silver Edge to try to break stuff. That would give us not really any mana. I was thinking back old Echo Saber, Silver Edge for a moment there. Scared. Looks like maybe they're all bottom. Where are we going, Timber? How many times is that gonna happen, guys?
Stole your fatal bonds and killed us all.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. So what if I swagger?
Definitely feel that I need the BKB though. I think maybe the tier 3 neutral is gonna have some kind of mana to it, unless we're getting like an Ags next.
Oi, fresh mate. King is here. Your king moves of his own accord.
Probably 4 of them here.
They're meaning to smash that bottom tower of yours.
I think there's like 4 in this area. Maybe we can get Dawn. Pretty close to BKB though. Maybe I shouldn't start fights. Pickoffs aren't fights. As long as you get out fast enough. Famous last words, I'm sure. Oh, what if I don't get crit and I just got stats for mana? Yeah, start bottom. Split. I didn't mean to crit literally the one he was working on, but that was kind of funny.
Oh my god, what's up?
Didn't notice the time. I think I'd have noticed the entire world going black, but... Get 'em boys, get 'em boys, get 'em boys. Get 'em boys, get 'em boys. Okay, part of me wants a halberd, but I think I really need like some kind of mana here. Shivas might be good. How about that? I don't think anyone will get Shivas on my team. Maybe this guy? Doesn't look like he's got one. Shivas it is. Stop all this healing. Armor. Mana. Intelligence gives me magic resistance. Perfect! It's crazy.
Don't have warlock.
Let's just wait for that ult, and then we're really strong again. Oh, I'm letting all the boys die. I need to tank for him.
Pressure this.
Ooh, mana item? Question mark? Vindicator's Axe? Kind of good, actually. Cloak of Flame is also good. Tough choices as per usual. I don't know if that was the right choice. Mirana the Diamonds, hey, what's up? Thank you. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. Swick, thank you.
Again.
Well, you know. Dawn's probably on her own. I think this is pretty good with the Fatal Bonds, though. It's a low cooldown, right? 60 seconds? Okay, we got everything. Do we want to like, group smoke? Or just run down a lane? Oh, who's that? Thank you. What?
ZQuixotix.
Hey, Dr. Selt. Thank you. Woo. I don't have Tree with us, though. Oh, he's coming. Okay. I'm gonna cap this. Yeah, let's play around this ward. Make sure they don't come up and get it. Alright, they're top, actually. We should be able to get this. Should use the boys. I feel like I want to save them for a fight. Alright, start the fight where none of us are. Oh, shit.
Gyro use BKB. Gyro no BKB.
No fatal bonds. Just blind hook, why not?
Nothing about dire structures right now.
Perhaps hitting the timber under the tier 3 was not the play. Put this in my back pocket for future learnings. Oh my god, this got hooked off of his mistake. Can we just get out? One skelly. Actually, Spectre's about to be up. I'm willing to fight. I'm not willing. Dang it. I didn't see this camp was farmed already. I blade mailed too soon. Oh, paid off. Cloak of Flames.
What the fuck is that damage?
Should I buy this out? Let's position for next Roche. We're gonna have our 20 talents, superpower boys. Getting scared. I'm running away. I'm baby. No, boys, keep going. Oh, they want to help me. Really close to 20 on Shivas. Can we wait for that while we wait for Roche?
Yeah, I'm close to Scotty as well.
Alright, the boys are power. Let's go. I forgot to check this cliff. I should probably be doing that.
I walk among you. Not yet.
Tormentor's up.
Presence.
I'll come for a Tormentor, sure.
Making mistakes is the path to wisdom.
Shadow my bones. Shiva's gone.
He got the shard? Whack. I think I want a shard and then like an Ags. Roche will come top in 30 seconds. Let's just keep top for that. Ouch. I wish we'd
Bring your bot back is good.
stop fighting out so far. At least that wasn't the worst fight in the world.
Making mistakes is the path to wisdom.
Not yet. Never cross me.
Is more skeletons even good? Am I just feeding them? They're a pretty good team against killing skeletons. But it's really good versus the supports, I feel like. For example.
The other fellas aiming to wreck your bottom tower.
Bruh. I'm getting racist now. This is the guy who keeps starting fights off on his own. First here, now here.
It's not time yet. Prostrate yourself.
Radiant done the deed.
Make way for your better. I'm not ready.
Four of us go together, just try to find like Dawnbreaker or something.
Pudge is not with you guys.
I think we go to Pudge then.
Hold your king.
Not sure, guys.
Who's in charge here?
I guess I probably should use my Shivas to scout for him.
Not time yet. Well begun is half done.
Disruptor used ult.
Your king
Trickster Cloak. Does seem good. I'll be sad to lose this Cloak of Flames though. Martyr's Plate. This is kind of. Does it? I guess we then reflect with the Blade Mail. Is that how that goes? Trickster Cloak. Alright, I'll try Martyrs. You know what? I haven't really done much with this item, so I will explore the possibilities here. He needs to save Fatal Bots. And not be so far up.
The other fella's bottom tower's gone for good.
Oh, who's that? You don't have Pudge, guys. We should,
Hope we can meet at tea.
this is pretty dicey. Rebel man, hey. Absolutely. I will be there. Happy to meet up with people. This is such a sus fight. Also, how do we keep losing? How do we keep losing Fatal Bots? We can't get out of here, no! Alright, it's time to run. No, shit, there was a brief moment there. I could have blinked and gotten away. We have to stop choosing such bad fights. Oh, I don't have Cloak of Flames anymore, I forgot. I should backpack it for farming. I'm actually really tempted to just keep Cloak of Flames going. It's actually so much damage. What do I even get rid of, actually? Make someone else hold the gem?
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
On who? Oh, Spectre, maybe?
Your mid
What is going on? Okay, maybe it's on me. Maybe I shouldn't be paying attention. Just keep doing that. I overlap my stun there. Oh, I needed to blade mail a little sooner. Go, boys, go. Stun myself. I don't care. Did she have a Yules? Whose Yules was that? Not a good fight. It's a very bad fight. Rip gem. Yeah, I don't know. We keep taking such terrible fights. At least we got Timber buyback, I guess, but this guy's off on his own starting fights all the time. We're doing like weird shit. I don't know. Relax, team.
I don't know what you're saying though.
Your mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's
I have buyback.
fortified. Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind. Your mid tower's gone. Your mid tower.
I want to buy back. Couldn't we have waited 10 seconds? I'm so... Do I buy back? I don't think I do. There's a gem. I can't carry it. Can someone else carry it?
Your king moves of his own accord.
Sarah buys back. We need to get out. I don't have buyback.
Where is he?
Wise counsel.
I'm just like in this, burning up all my health. For what? %20 of the time he hits the hook, I think.
Listen, get out. I have no buyback.
Can we go get Roche? Can we get Aegis for Spectre?
I don't think it's up.
That's pretty close to being guaranteed up. My team is just doing shit. Come on! What is going on? It's up. I knew it was up.
Okay, I'm coming.
Blink upgrade better. Oh, actually, you know, I do kind of like that more. Should I just go carry though? Should I go like Swift Blink instead of Strength Blink? I don't have that much damage items though, so it's probably silly to do that. I'll let this guy tank.
Give this to Warlock.
He already has a refresher orb, he can't use both. I'm gonna take it, I think.
Oh, okay.
This cheese, guys? Alright. I get the cheese too, I guess. I don't trust Pudge with it anyways. Sure, it's fine. Whoa, who's that? Thank you. Whoa, whoa. Guys,
Take
thank you
my
so much. I
dangerous
feel like I
buff.
missed some, but
Offlane weak. Curious if I can steal this for my scrub tier games and
Do
get
it.
it to work.
do it. It's pretty fun. There's gonna be so many skeletons, guys. But unfortunately, they have so much AoE wave clear. I wish we had a second lane pushing in right now. Oops, forgot to use martyrs, whatever. Another ult! Ho 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 ho! Then I got cheese. What do you guys think of that? Damn, Kinetic feels 5 years long. What in the holy shit, guys. It's actually permanent. What the hell?
So broken.
Guys, what? What the That's hilarious. It took him 51 minutes to reach that point. Is that worth it? Oh shit, that's pretty funny though. I'm actually trapped in here until I have BKB. She can't de-aggro either. It's gonna get me killed. This is some shit, guys. God, get me out. I'm being bullied. Holy shit, guys. It's pretty funny though. Oh my god. Well, how do we deal with that? We have the BKB already. If the BKB's on cooldown, what do we even do? What's the play? Do I have to get like a refresher so I can refresh Blink? It doesn't even work anymore. I don't even know. AC? To just... I don't even know what the AC is for. I'm just like building shit. Oh my god. What's the play? Arcane Blink? Wait, can I harpoon out? Do you think if they get too close I can like harpoon? Manta out? Oh, that could also work actually. I think it's a little luck based, but feels weird to buy a 53-minute Manta. We have so much money though. Do you think it's absolutely broken if Blade Mail gets an upgrade? It probably is, isn't it? I really want a refresher though. I want my own refresher. Why does this keep happening? Guys, we gotta wait for Warlock ult. 20 seconds. I think this guy's dead though. I'm on the wrong target. Why am I trying to save him? I need to kill this guy who just traps me for 5 years.
Nice fucking hook. Holy shit, you're so good.
Why did I take that out of my inventory anyways? Satanic is absurd. Get me out before it's too late! Oh shit! Screw that guy! Oh my god, that was pretty funny. That should be a video clip right there. I'll put that on YouTube later after this stream. Zach gets bullied. Holy shit. It was Octarine's Spell Prism. That's what did it. And then the cooldown talents. Offlane Wraith King broken. We are 3-1 with it. I don't think it's broken though. It's got its weaknesses. I definitely felt them when I lost the game. But it's fun. It's definitely workable. I don't think it's bad. It's not the worst offlaner you could pick, I guess. You just can't build like a usual... You can't build like carry Wraith King. Bop him. Bop him. This would be 17 times better if the cursor's a little hammer and it goes bop. Or Maybe it's better if it's Wraith King. The cursor's Wraith King with the sword, and you do it, and he kicks him, or he goes, wow, you know? Yeah, matchup dependence, fair. Download this. Okay, so this guy got the Octarine, got the Spell Prism, Aether Lens. He took all the talents, the cooldown, and the duration, and then I was just permanently stuck. And he used the shard to cancel blinks as well. What's it called? Thunderstrike inside the thing on the floor. So everyone's stuck in there. Just couldn't move. Let's see how much. What's the window on it? Let's. Oh. This doesn't like work if you're not triple melee core like our team, I guess. It's kind of a funny flex build, maybe. Late game disruptor plays. Range hero, they don't even give a shit. They just like fight back, I guess. All right, so. .4 duration, 5.3 second cooldown, and the formation delay is 1 second. So there's a 0.1 second interval. So as long as you just keep casting it, you're fine. Then he had the shard as well. I don't know that one. I don't. If you ever do escape, he can maybe just glimpse you back into it. Then you just put Thunderstrike on the ground, and you chill, and then you put another one. And I guess that's why you had Aether Lens, to be even further back. And you're just actually trapped in there. Oh, I was too late there. Oops. He's stuck anyways. Oh no, I messed it up. I guess you can just adjust as well. Like you see him moving, so then you're just like, okay, you're over here now. If you really need to. I guess that's what I should have been doing. I should have been at the edge of the kinetic field to make him maybe miss it. If he's like slightly off in the timing. Try on Rubik. It won't work on Rubik, I think, because Rubik doesn't have the talent. But we can give it a go. Maybe it is possible, because he actually also has cooldown talents. Maybe it's even better, now that I say it. Alright, so Rubik, you take the stolen spell cooldown. That one won't matter, okay. You steal this. Rubik has his own Octarine and an Aether Lens. No, a Spell Prism. And an Aether Lens, I guess. Why not? That way you can do it even further away. Actually, this is not further away as I thought. How come? 5.4 seconds. Yeah, I don't think it'll work with Rubik. You need the talents. The -3 second and the +2 second duration. Yeah, because I think in the end, without these, what do we have? Wait, what's the default? 4.4 is the default. And I actually don't know if it's getting buffed by this or not. Because I don't know if this technically counts as a debuff. So this may not actually be extended. And then the cooldown is not quite enough. Or like, because you also have Spell Prism and Octarine, but also a talent, and he doesn't. Although he does have the 25% stolen cooldown, which I thought would be enough, but I guess not. That was funny. That was the first time I've ever seen that.
Thunder approaches.
Let's make sure we download that game. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I'll pull that from the VOD. We'll get the live. Should it be short? I don't really like shorts. I don't know. Maybe it should just be like a 30-second video. Pop it on YouTube. Rather than a short. I'm still iffy on shorts. Yeah, there's always something new. He needed to get Spell Prism as well, which I guess is not that rare, all things considered, since you get 5 items, but it's definitely not something you can always do. And then his actual item build is kind of griefy if you think about it, because it was position 5, and he did go Boots of Travel, farmed all this stuff, then went Octarine. I feel like an Ags probably would have been a lot better. But it was funny. It kind of almost worked, I guess. So maybe there's more to it than we thought. Okay, let's look at let's reevaluate our own gameplay. So we had a tough time versus Gyro. It was kind of going okay to start, actually, but I don't remember what happened. I think I got killed once while Warlock survived. But after that, it was hard for me to move up, and we were actually just all behind. Spectre's lane looks relatively close, but we managed to get like some kills, because I do think we have the good pick off. We got the Pudge Hooks, the Blink Stuns, the Spectre Haunts. We had good stuff, and they have nerfed heroes. But Rubik kept stealing so many good things. I feel like that game ends 20 minutes sooner if we don't have Fatal Bonds being stolen all the time, and we don't take the weirdest fights. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I want to... Is it report worthy? Yes, actually, he did say some toxic stuff. Let's throw that in there. He didn't... It wasn't strictly griefing. He made bad choices, but that's not, like, griefing. But it's definitely toxic in the voice chat, so we'll throw that out. Yeah, Warlock's still tiny. Let's see what our behavior score is. Is it changed? No. Have I gotten any new ones? Damn. I need them. Where are they? Oh, my ice all melted. All right, I'll be right back. 1 second. Hope our next game is just as goofy as that shit. Let me close my windows a little. Hey, Night Fox. Need good word for today. Lost 5 ranked as support. Wah, that sucks. Don't worry. 5 is it's not the end of the world. It happens. I believe in you. Yeah, that's part of the challenge. It's like spicy food. You gotta mentally be prepared for a bit of the suffering, but it's also fun. Dota's kind of like that. There's a lot of fun to it, a bit of suffering, but it's part of the experience. Don't worry, five losses in a row. I know it sucks, but it is definitely not the end of the world. All players have gone through it, and you will recover. It says, wait. I know we're on a win streak now, but if we just zoot down a little bit. Okay, we've been on a win and loss. Look at that, right there. How many is this? 8 loss streak right here. And then I was on a generally losing trend for a while too. So don't worry, it goes up and down. This could be your future right here. Easy wins. I can't help but notice we switched to green offlaners and started winning a lot more. Interesting. Maybe that's what it is. Use the courage command. I thought about it. It would be kind of fun, but I would only do it in unranked. It would be griefing in ranked, unless you get lucky with the build, but at that point, it's not really courage, right? So it'd have to be an unranked game. I wouldn't want to do it to people's MMR. True, I also dropped out of Immortal. That was quite the losing streak. Okay, we were talking about Wraith King, right? Explain like I am 5 behind Wraith King offlane. So I don't think it's the best. Let me just throw that out there. But you have a stun, and it's a fairly low cooldown stun, and you're very survivable. It's kind of annoying to focus a Wraith King because of your reincarnation, and you're generally tanky, and you got the lifesteal. So you're just constantly stunning people, and then you build around the skeletons. The skeletons are your farming tool, so you don't need a Radiance, unless maybe it's some amazing Radiance game, but I haven't done it once yet. So you just get skeletons, and you use them to farm, you use them to push towers if no one wants to fight you, and when you do fight, you can summon the skeletons, stun someone, and the skeletons do hell work. Also, I actually like this. Wraith King as a carry, you can do 2 kind of builds, right? You can go a very farm-oriented build. We're going for a more mid to late game power spike. But then there's a very early Armlet Deso Blink fighting Wraith King. I like that one a lot. That's kind of what you're doing as offlane Wraith King, but you're just not getting the same carry items. You are building an early Blink, stuff like that, and depending on your skeletons a little bit. Ooh, 4... But Nature's is available. I wasn't banning him. Should I pick Nature's? No, I said we tried Jakiro, so even into Nature's, we'll give it a go. Rubik's not banned either, though, unfortunately, so we might be about to be hard countered. All right, we'll get to experience Nature's on the enemy team. I usually don't let him through. I either ban him or pick him myself. So we prevent him from being on the enemy team. I still think he's good. Not as good as last time, but still very good. It's probably 4 nature, so we may not have to start with a Quelling Blade, but I would want to buy one pretty quickly. I can't decide between Pudge and Ogre. I can't say I love either, but funny enough, I'd actually prefer Pudge, I think. Oh, Grandmaster Pudge, let's go. Oh, looks like it's SF carry. Okay, so maybe a stick for our mana gains. I don't want to contest the camp, so I'm going to block their small camp. It's kind of far away. I'm a slow hero. It's scary against Dazzle. So I'll do that. And then I'm deciding between another set of tangos. I think max liquid fire is possible. We're about to find out. I don't know if I want to max it or just get like regular points, but just stronger. I've tried QE, well, 202 build essentially, and it's felt okay. I guess if I was ever gonna do it, now's not bad. It could be the tower damage.
Everybody gets set.
I'm not sure if this is the right item actually, but I've done it. Maybe I do that later. QEQW. See, I can't decide how long I should skip the W. Oh, you know, I probably should just bought a quelling instead of the salve. Whatever, I'll buy it with the starting gold. It's fine. Yo, what's up? Yes. Sure. I'll be there finals weekend.
30 seconds to go.
Damn, I never got to sign anything, guys. Gotta practice an autograph. Sign your forehead. I'll do it. Please kill them before they kill me. Ah, damn. I guess I should have dual breath these three to survive longer so my team could get first blood. Unlucky. Maybe I could have tried to TP out actually. That's kind of a slow kill. Well, never mind. What did Dazzle have? Not that one. That's a really dangerous positioning for me here, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing that. We were slow to lane, so I should probably have been, like, doing lane stuff. Damn. Okay. I really need that guy to die first. If I died first, it was going to be really sad. It's still pretty sad because I'm going to have to walk back. I'm thinking about buying a smoke. Cooler room's kind of okay, though. Yeah, I'm just going to walk slowly. I can't believe that guy got kills and bought double sentry as a starting items. At least he got kobolds as one of his camps. But he could be stacking right now. There's absolutely no pressure coming out from me right now. They stacked the hard camp, actually. Oh, it's sad. All those creeps over there. Damn it, I'm disarmed. I shouldn't try to fight him, actually. Well, I just want to zone him so that the next camp can't spawn him. Alright, he'll never get it in time for 3 minutes. I'm gonna go for that. And I'll give it to him. Aw, that's so close. Forgot about the nature's rotation. That was really close to working out. But I guess Grave plus Nature's should have never tried to push that hard. I think we also lost a good amount of creeps doing that. Oh, maybe I should have bottled mid, actually. That's my bad. I think that's actually a really bad choice from my part. I should be careful, actually, I could just die. Oh, I didn't think he would hit it again. This is a risky observer. See if it pays off. We gotta go help with the 6-minute rune. Oh, Grimstroke came. I'm already committed to this rune.
Bro, you're so behind everything. So
Too bad. I'll say sorry. I'm not that sorry, but could have stayed, I guess. I don't think we had to try anything right there. I could have easily just not seen that, and I know I chose to get the rune. Don't have Ice Path. Didn't he just get a kill with his rune or something? Kind of paid off. In hindsight, having 1 point in stun to stun when Ice Path is going to come out, or when Grave is going to come out, would be good. So I'm not that interested in getting flak when Nature's is rotating and Brewmaster's still fine in his lane. The mistakes are being made in all the lanes. Let's not go flaming here. I'm gonna go for a rune again, guys. Thank God that guy's got his stun. I'm gonna get 1 point in stun for the... Oh, I wish I'd been able to dual breath again. This guy needs to relax. We'll need to try to get some stacks for TA. Interesting. Very interesting.
That top tower of yours ain't doing so good.
NP doing work here. There's definitely a sentry there based on how he was just moving. They're going bottom.
They're meaning to smash. The fine mess we got here.
Unfortunate.
I have green dagger though. Green kill bot.
Not sure what's happening here.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
I'm gonna die soon. 4 for 3 in a losing game. Maybe okay.
Your top tower's getting all banged up.
Not the best. SF gonna be pretty big. What do we get? 4 staff? 4 staff for the trees might be good. Oh, we have someone muted too. Let's unmute. Let's see what's being said. Let's see what's happening. Surely only positive vibes. Big hook, big hook, big hook. Space?
Your mid tower's done for.
No. Forgot about the sentry because I had a vision here. Should have done that earlier. I'm pretty low, so I don't want to like do any dewarding right now. I'll just die. I'll be going into vision to die. What's the play here? I wanted to go Ags. I wanted to try that, but not sure if it's the play or if it's the grief. No lag, bad time for that. He's so fast! Oh my god. Did you see that guy? Pick out! If I had smoked, it would have made the difference there. I feel a quap about to come in and blink kill this guy. Scary. Oh. It's okay, he lived. It's fine. I don't think I'm gonna keep getting points in liquid fire. We're kind of in a losing game. Kind of need stuns. Go stun him in the... Do you see me yelling at this guy? Flaming and blaming? No. Not in voice chat, though. Just venting to you guys. That's fine. Toxic streamer. Lol. Oh, that was so close. It's actually so sad. I could have almost gotten to that camp. Jakiro 4 does not currently feel like the play, I gotta say. But maybe just our build is different. I think the next time we try it, I'll try faster move speed to make up for our poor roaming. We can go QEE maybe to have the move speed to move around and do things, but the free damage from liquid fire to still contribute even without mana and stuff. And mana items and stuff. Lost our thing there. have the smoke, but it seems tough. But we're a pretty desperate situation, so just gonna hope something reveals on the creeps and we kill them.
Roche is done for.
Gotta get out.
Your bottom tower ain't long for this world.
Playing versus NPS Jakiro, it does feel pretty sad, I gotta say.
With twin nature.
He's going for it. I was like, I don't want to reveal myself. I'm not gonna do it. He saw it. He's like, oh, that's mine. Straight in for it. Well, he's not the one warding, so it's fine.
Top tower of yours ain't doing so good.
Shall we? After you.
I'm gonna ult. I should not hold spells when we're this far behind. I think I'll go for a desperation Ags. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it, but this doesn't feel like a game that, you know, we're gonna start coordinating standard play, all that, pull it together. You know what I'm saying? Philosophers. Damn. Specialist array, farm faster. It's probably Grove Bow or Bullwhip, I guess. This is just magic damage. The other one's just spell damage. That'll be better when my thing's pure damage. I think I'm in a very dangerous spot right now. I'm gonna
Your top tower's getting
I want to move to this side.
Dire courier. Made its final.
I think I'm gonna die. Well, had to try. We really needed a kill. Maybe the fairy's trinket would have done it.
Your top tower. So much for your top tower.
Teleporting in range of trees would be an interesting nerf. Conceptually, he'd still be able to play the map because there's trees literally everywhere, but there's a couple spots where your teleport would be, you know, unfavorable. Ooh. I guess we go bottom. They're probably gonna push it, so I think we just try to de-push as much as we can. Drag this game out. She's gone. This is it. I'm gonna turn my fan. Teleport launches League solo queue.
Alright, carry on.
I was thinking about playing League. Controversial statement, I know, right? But I feel like a lot of people are switching from League to Dota, and I was thinking maybe it would be good to have a transition video, you know, on the channel. Like, hey, you want to play Dota from League? Here's what you need to know. But I don't know shit about League anymore. It's been 8 years or something since I played. So it's like, should I play a little so I can understand what I'm talking about to make a video like this? But I don't know if I want to commit that much time to it, you know, because I'd probably have to play quite a while to like really get a handle on being able to give advice to people coming through. Ah, missing the big stuff. Uh-oh. Please, sir. I got. I see why she was muted, and I'm also gonna mute the Grimstroke.
The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower.
Downloaded League while the servers were down yesterday. Maybe that's what we'll do. If we ever get hit by this server stuff, I'll download League. We'll give it a shot. I was thinking about that too, Pwn Dog. Like, maybe I don't need to be the one to play. Like, we just ask people who have. Oh my god. That's rough. It's a rough one, buddies. Split it there. I think the Fairy's Trinket's actually easier for us to use right now. Yeah, this one's probably GG.
Radiant's toughened up their structures. Your bottom ranks getting shook up.
Yeah, motion trigger. That's what I was seeing a lot of people say that, and I don't know how true it actually is. No worries. I don't think that was the sole issue this game. I don't think Jakiro 4 is quite working out.
Hate to be your mid tower right about
I'm sure these guys are typing right now, but they're already muted.
there was better.
No two ways about it.
Yeah, this guy rotated top a few times.
The freezing flame.
Runes are completely reworked. I hated that part about League. The rune pages and essentially needing to be level 30 before you can play the game on equal footing. I think to some... Is that still there to some extent? I know buying heroes is still there. You don't need any of that anymore? Oh, cool. They're a game. I'm mostly kidding, guys. If you know, play the games you like, I don't really care. But I just personally have things I don't like about League. But it's been ages, so I could play it. I'm sure there's stuff I enjoy. But I think having to buy heroes was something I always am not a fan of. At first, it didn't bother me because League was the first thing I played since I never played any of those kind of games. I just played it because my friends were playing it. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. But then I tried others, and I was like, wait a minute. It makes way more sense to be able to play the game.
Easy, 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 easy.
Hey, Mapo Tofu. Thank you for the sub. I was about to win a game, then server crash. Is it not cheating somehow? I mean, there are cases where it is cheating, but currently we're having server issues, it seems like. I've seen a lot of people complain about it. It does on occasion happen. I couldn't really tell you. The best you could do is maybe... You'd have to do a lot of investigative work that's not really worth your time, in my opinion, which is like you go check the enemy team and you see how frequently they play in games where the server crashes. But you'd have to dig back further than the last couple days because that's when server issues started. So, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely been there. Who's that? Thank you. I wouldn't, I don't know. I wouldn't sweat it too hard. Conglosian, hey, thank you. How you doing, man? Let's, dislike. But these two guys were cool. What can you do? Yeah. I think if we were to try Jakiro 4 again, I think I would want a Windlace or Boots pretty quickly. It's unfortunate we had to spend 100 gold on this, what's it called? Quelling Blade because of natures. I feel like maybe Dazzle wasn't the best matchup either. Dazzle plus natures. Romo, what's up? They reworked the item system. They're going to revert the item system. That's classic League. Massive overhaul. Rework. Rewind. New overhaul. Back to the previous overhaul. I forget. The report is the axe alt. I wasn't, should we dislike someone just to find... next time I dislike, I'll try to pay more attention to it. Oh! I didn't see this. Item breaking? Actually, I don't know why I didn't process it. I saw it here. And a void. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, who's that? Thank you. What? Aladdin, hey. Thank you. Thank you for the support, everyone. You guys keep us afloat. We're doing it with your help. Thank you. Oh, who's that? Thank you. What these symbols meant on items? I'm not sure. I'll have to see later. Hey, Happy Moo Cow. That game did not work out. I'm sorry. I don't think Jakiro 4 in this game panned out. Oh, man. Nice try, nice try. Yeah, happy to. I was telling chat, I've never had to do an autograph, so I'll have to practice one. But, yeah, I'll be there finals weekend and a little bit before. There's also a community event. I don't know if any of you are part of the Crimson Witnesses, but they like do a lot of community organization stuff. They have an event on, I think, the 26th. I forget what day it is, but I'll be going to that as well, and then the finals weekend of TI. So if any of you see me, feel free to say hi. I'll be awkward, but totally welcoming to it. So say hi. I'll sign a mouse pad, stuff like that if you want. Romo, content creator grind, mostly good. I feel like I am slowly improving, getting better at some like editing, thumbnail stuff. There is still a stress of it, just because it's not as stable as a normal job. So taking days off, taking time off, stuff like that, it's pretty stressful. And then still kind of like pushing on that financial stability part. I am very, very, very much at the edge of being okay, and that is with a lot of support from family and friends besides you all. So that's the stressful part, but I still feel pretty positive and optimistic that I'm getting to meet more people in the scene, stuff like that. I feel like we're getting better at the content creator stuff, so I'm hopeful that as time goes on, we will, make it, and then this will just be a stressful part of the journey. Is Rubik banned? We could do Jakiro 5 again with the Veno. Is that what I want to do? I guess so. Kind of similar hero style, which is why I was like a little hesitant. But we at least do have an AoE stun, so that's good. Is this the guy we just avoided? Is that the TA? Hey, Subsidian. Thank you. Tried League, liked character. There are some very cool characters. I like their lore. Here are the positives I can say about League, like full, like, no half-assedness. I do generally think they're like, they do a lot of art, a lot of characters design, story stuff that I think is pretty cool. If you guys watched Arcane, I thought it was awesome. Their marketing usually pretty good. I heard some recently was not so great, but in general, you know, compared to Dota, I feel like they do a lot of cool stuff. But the gameplay, that's where I just have issues with. Like, some of it's cool and all, but then others I just don't like. How you recognize it at the chair? I'll actually just put this on my head. I won't even show my face. I'll just have this just over the top. This looks like a 4-staff game besides the fact that there's arena, but I still think it's not bad. Solar might be okay too. Don't need a graphic designer. I can't pay for one. So there probably would, in the future, getting help with editing and thumbnail stuff like that would be, you know, a great way to help grow the channel, be able to make more content. But I want to be able to pay fairly for all of that. And I can't do that right now. I can't even pay myself enough. So for now, I just do it all. And one day we'll reach that point where maybe the channel's big enough to warrant that. Is that a Marcy shirt? It is, from the last TI. Okay, I was not thinking. Sorry, guys. Let's stick some iron branches. That's pretty good. Let's go.
Let's get this W.
Yeah, WWW. Let's go. Budster, thank you so much for the bits. Oh, guys, I know. Okay, we lost because we didn't use our hat. That's on me. If I had the double party hat last game, that would have been such an easy win. Oh, that's so embarrassing now that I realize that mistake. How shameful. Careful of Night Stalker.
Has there ever been a battle more in the bag than the skies are ours?
30 seconds to showtime.
Does look like it's Invoker 4.
Was only a matter of time.
Let the tilt begin.
So true. Which region does he have? This might be warded since they made an aggressive play. We'll see. If he dewards this immediately, then that'll kind of let us know. Ah, he still at us. Okay, so should be fine. So I don't care about Invoker too much. Let's just try to focus this Night Stalker. Oh, maybe I'm being too greedy. Just kind of like dual breath straight through that wave. It's on me. That was a bad dual breath. Might be attempting a D ward right now. Yeah. I don't feel like I played this lane that well. I think we're like getting by. I want this, but I think it's too dangerous. Just gonna hit him with the spell and walk. I tried to hit both. Not close. Ah. Guess I gotta go back. He'll hopefully be okay under the tower. Ow.
They're meaning to smash that bottom tower of yours. Oh, mother. Shall we? Freeze and burn. By thrust of wing. Ice advances.
Whoa. Almost blocked my own camp. sad. I have this guy muted. If I hadn't let that Night Stalker get so many lotuses, maybe he wouldn't have just killed my boy. Well, I was covering the retreat, you know.
Hate to be your mid tower right about now. Dire structures looking fortified. Radiant's courier.
I could have been in lane more.
Check your bottom tower.
If he wants that, he should say that.
Go get him.
Jakiro fucking sucks, man.
It's not in range. If you want me in lane more, just say it ahead of time next time, man. I'll do it.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
What is he even saying? Roll counter.
The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower. Your
This
bottom
kill's
tower
probably
is
pretty impossible. Oh no. Triple tornado. Alright, I'm out. I'm running. What's the item here? Is there anything that can change this game?
your top tower.
We're in a pretty severe case. About to get dove.
The Dire's courier.
I don't know if I want to help this guy. But I need to win the Dota game, so.
Get thee to the undersea.
Earth Spirit's doing okay. Maybe we can play around him enough to win this. Invis Night Stalker.
Your bottom tower's in a tight spot. Radiant structures must have been fortified. Might want to check your bottom tower.
I'm gonna like dual breath mid and then TP bottom. Ah, should have had that. Don't think I can make it in time for this. I think I'm dead. So we're going to the tower. Make it a little bit harder to kill us. Gah. The open air team did well because they communicated. I don't know, they just godlike reaction times and everything.
The Dire went and fortified their structures.
I didn't hit that Night Stalker? That's sad. I'm sure my team will be super understanding of that.
Can't do nothing about Dire structures right now.
Excuse me. I wish I'd put a deeper observer actually than this one. I'm gonna get swapped in. Swap. I shouldn't have moved actually, then the Earth Spirit roll would have been easier to hit. Huge Poison Nova, or what the hell is this called? Noxious Plague. I'm sure that's gonna turn the fight. Let's see, where are we at? Working on Manta. Working on BKB, working on Ags. He's got a Midas.
Almost feel bad for your top tower.
Are we good the later this goes? Not quite sure if we are. Oh, that was actually a good swap. I'm surprised. I thought she would just be like griefing now. Woo. Sentry provided the vision for a kill. Nice. And now we got our Force Staff. Alright. I don't think our team's gonna build auras is the feeling I'm getting, so I might build them. This is a Philosopher's Stone. I'm taking it. I don't care. I don't care if my cores need it. That's a Philosopher's Stone. I ain't wasting any time on that one. Let's see, where can we ward? Somewhere back here. Good luck. I'm not going. There's nowhere for me to go to anyways, so. I feel like I'm about to die. They're all so low. This fight's so scary, guys. I guess I'll just keep building things to live. I think Greaves will be okay for that. Ghost Scepter might also be okay. But Tornado naturally dispels, so I'm kind of iffy on it. Let's think about it. We don't have to buy anything right away anyhow. Did anyone get it? I'm not sure. Alright, we got it. What about the Dino? Oh no, it's the Earth Spirit. Lagging. Why would Venge have the capability of DDoSing and then DDoS her own team?
Can't improve until you make mistakes. I've always wanted to be a giant spacecraft.
Why wouldn't you DDoS the enemy team? Like, if you're that, like, who cares if you're toxic, you hate your teammates? If you could DDoS, wouldn't you just DDoS the enemy for free wins? I don't know if I want this. Usually I do, but like, what does it really do for me this game? I should have dewarded while I was down there, actually. Rip. This is why no observers get placed. Will Ags be good? Let's see. We have a Manta Dispel on a magic resistance hero. We got a BKB. Okay.
Your bottom tower ain't long for this world. Radiant's gone and fortified their structures. Your top tower's all banged up.
Oh wait, why did it say eye trackers? It's just eye tracker. Ignore that S in that command. Yeah, the lag kind of sucks. Not sure what to do about it though. I don't want to help because we can't. We keep being able to unplace, not place wards. They keep getting killed.
Almost feel bad for your top tower. Your top tower's getting all banged up.
Does that mean he's like in this tree line or something?
Your top tower. There goes your top tower.
Escape. Maybe they'll throw on high ground. I don't know. Veno's lost his hope and he's just jungling. Two of our teammates are toxic. Some of the fights are kind of working out, but there's going to be 0 comms on our team, so it's going to be tough.
Radiant's toughened up their structures.
We're having a pretty rough game now, too. Reflecting on it, I do think I could have been in the lane more for our laning stage. Uh-oh.
They're meaning to smash that bottom tower ears. Tower's toast.
Unironically, though, I just hear a CM ult. Thank God we got this Philosopher's Stone. No, our tier 3 token! Or is that theirs? Dang, that guy hit hard.
You were doing very well. I'm very proud of you.
Good luck out there.
I'll be real with you all. It is in games like this where the mental strength, it wants to fade. It's like, what are we doing? I want to be toxic too. This game's no fun.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
But I don't think that would help, so we'll just keep pushing out lanes and praying for a recovery. About to get swapped in.
Hate to be your mid tower right about now.
Trying to kill a crystal maiden while they're taking our base.
All right, carry on.
Well, I don't have TP, I guess, so. We got him. There's hope. I mean, there is actually hope. I think we can win. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's just like, it's kind of miserable. Also, I just realized I did have Dust. Why did I feel the need to play sentries for the Crystal Maiden? For some reason, I just thought I didn't have Dust, so I was just using my other stuff, but... Huh. Huh. Weird. I probably should have taken the health, actually, so I don't get killed so easily. Thoric, thank you for the Prime sub. Alright, I'm redeemed. That Prime sub saved me mentally. Let's go. We can win! Ooh, are we doing this? It's a little scary, but Morphling does hit really hard. Don't kill all our creeps. Attack slow. I knew it was gonna be me. She should just let me die, actually. I kind of appreciate the thought, but I'm not that important. Perhaps we have overextended? Just perhaps? Thoric, you had 5 people try to place. It's a rarity. That's one off the bingo card right there. It happens on occasion, but very unlikely. Oh, you know what else will cheer me up to keep me going? I'll get a snack after this game. Ooh boy, snack break. Now I got something to look forward to live for. I got a shard? Nifty. Thanks, fam.
Might want to check your bottom tower.
And who used all our sentries like this? Oh, I don't know. They should just use dust for invis. I better just come home, actually. Ooh, big mana void. Can't believe that guy lived. Where's my hero with the follow-up stun? Oh, I couldn't, I didn't, wasn't fast enough to ice path. If I just ice path forward, it might have been okay. I feel like that probably could have been an anti-mage kill if Venge had stayed. Maybe we'll still get one here. We got the damage. Didn't lose anything either. Actually, we lost one Rax. Oh, I should swap this in. Is Jakiro fun to play? Yeah, I think he's pretty good. This game, you know, is miserable, but it's not Jakiro's fault. It's the player's fault. This player. In general, I think he's pretty good. You got the free liquid fires. When you get the attack range talent plus any attack range thing, that's a lot of fun. You're just like, pew! Thoric, you use, yeah, nice. It's a good one. When you're new to Dota, you never think to do that kind of stuff. So I could see why they think you're a smurf. How would this guy even know to try that shit? Does he have the damage? Holy shit. Don't worry, guys. I'm almost here.
The other fella's mid-range is done. They must be plenty sore.
All right, this guy's also tilted out in his own way. I now officially have everyone muted on my team. Earth Spirit's partially muted. I do that when someone's like not strictly toxic or the worst, but they're kind of annoying for one reason or the other. Guess I'll just put this here. Seems like my team might push it. Who brought creeps to me? Oh shit. He was gonna blink to the next camp. I do not believe we should try to fight. Can you guys believe we might win this game? think I want to get an Ags, not because it's strictly the game-winning play, but I feel that I deserve to get one for how toxic this game is and how everyone's just doing their own shit. There's a part that should stay like pure discipline, try hard only, do what must be done. And then there's a part of me that's like, do it, you deserve it. Yeah, you didn't rage out at everyone in this toxic game. You get to do something, a suboptimal for fun. Hehehehe. I think if I was trying to win though, Lotus for the Morphling maybe, or Scythe for the Anti-Mage sound pretty good. Johnny Cash Money, hey. Thank you for the sub. I swear, we don't actually get toxic. What a time to sub. I was X talking about griefing.
How many is that now?
Ooh. It's not good versus anti-mage. Well, except for the pure damage part. That part's kind of good. But he can just blink out of it. It's good versus the other melee heroes who just have to run and kite. Oh, I didn't mean to buy this. Sell it, quick, quick. Timeless Relic. Ooh, if we were to get Ags, that's good. But I think I just want Trickster Cloak for survivability. Boring, I know. Probably is fast with TV here, actually. Massive silence right there. Yo, I'll give it to this guy. He's a good Morphling player. But he toxic, and he doesn't know how to communicate. Lotus for the win.
The other fella's bottom tower. Nothing but fragments now.
Fine.
Have fun trying to bust down radiant structures now.
Fine. That is anti-mage no buyback. Should probably just run it down here.
The dire structures now.
I'm not sure any of us deserve to win.
Fine work.
That was unreal.
Stereo is switch which ward is going to get placed. Yeah, you need to self-cast it. So either double tap or alt tap it, depending what you have. I think Themata said that too. Yeah. Where can I get data on power spikes and timings? That's tough. Look, literally no one was happy this game. Everyone's just muting and requesting reports. I can't speak for their team. I can only speak for ours. And I don't want to be on any other team. Actually, Earth Spirit just played the game. Maybe because I had him muted on the voice, so maybe he was toxic, but we just didn't hear. But I'll leave him. There's a sick, twisted part of me that's like, if I'm willing to put up with this guy's toxicity, then he's a pretty good player that we can win games. But I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that shit. Get out. This guy got mad and then just jungled. The thing is, there's a part of me that regrets those avoids, and I guess I could remove them. Because although they were toxic, they at least played the game. You know? They didn't full on grief. They were just toxic on comms. The avoid list, maybe we should save it for actual griefing, you know? At the same time, we are near the edge of 6.5. I know we haven't been there in a bit, but once we're at that point, avoid doesn't work anyways. So, just throwing it out, you know? $9K win. Hey, 5UP. Hey guys, you want to see a 9K player? Go check out 5UP Dota. Shout out to 5UP. I don't know if I'll ever hit 9K. I'll be content if I hit 7K. My MMR currently is what? 6259. It depends what region you play in for numbers. In NA, you get it pretty much as soon as you hit Immortal. You just have to play one more game to calibrate. And then you can even drop below Immortal and you'll still have your numbers. So I think that's 5.6K around there. For Europe, I think you need to be close to 7K, right, to have numbers. 5UP, do you know that one? I reach 7K first, or you reach 10K again first? How close are you to 10K again? How far are you? You're 9.4. We gotta try hard then. Does that include we still get to Wraith King offlane or not? Oh. I'm playing way more. Play a lot of garbage though. I play a lot of stupid shit I shouldn't. Is an NP stream now? Pretty much. What would we do? If we were to do it, I'd probably only pick Nature's Prophet anytime he's available. And then why did I just leave the screen? I shouldn't have done that. Well, Nature's Prophet anytime he's available. And then like Jakiro Warlock for 5. I like Rubik. I feel like I'm good at Rubik. I have a negative win rate, so I probably shouldn't play Rubik if we were rushing for 7K. I don't know who I would play for 4, actually. There's a couple here I feel like okay with, but not. Oh, this is it. You'll play whatever. Didn't I run Necro support recently? Never. Never would I ever. Until he's changed. If he's changed around, I might give it a go. But I think his current build, I think support Necro is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Oh, maybe Venge 4. Venge 4 is probably pretty good. I'm gonna throw her in there, actually. I always forget about her for the 4 position, but you can do that. You have any recent guides or videos on Clinks 4? No, I think the one I made when it first came out is probably the only time I did it, and I don't think it's really changed since then. The main difference is that instead of getting 3 points in, what's it called? The eating ability, Death Pact. A lot of people max strafe now. Second, actually, I didn't check since it just got changed. Let's see. I don't think many people are doing Clinks 4 though. Actually, I take that back. Looks like on Dota 2 Pro Tracker, maybe there are a good amount of people doing it. Oh, but this might be, I don't know. Looks like you still max Tar Bomb and then max Strafe. That's probably what I would try. I don't know if I would get 3 points in Death Pact. But actually, a lot of people are doing that. Maybe that is still the way to go. Oh, well, I don't have this sorted by support. Let's see. Supports. Getting like 2, maybe 3 points in Death Pact. So they are still kind of doing that. Now, one person here is doing the Strafe. I don't know. I haven't played it in a bit. I'd have to try and see. I do like the Invoker. I do like Invoker. I'm bad at it, though. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Let me find a snack. That was our reward for getting through that toxic-ass game. We gotta find a snack. I found some potato chips to eat. I feel like I'm gonna queue and we're gonna find a game right away though. It's gonna be super loud. I mean, I thought I was gonna lose that game too. Thanks, 5up. Have a good rest of your day. Thoric, that is reasonable. You do need to rotate for Nature's Prophet to really pay off. Though, for your given bracket, like for me, I need to be able to see a lot of the ganks happen. But the lower you go, you don't need to see every single gank. It just needs to be more than your, you know, your current bracket. So if you participate in, say, 2 ganks, that might be different enough that it's worth it. But, you know, the more you could do, the better. The try hard challenge happening? I don't know. Let me think on it. The issue is a new patch came out, and I usually like to try to play all the different stuff, to figure out what's good, and that usually tanks our MMR. So I could just try hard for MMR, but I'm not sure I'd be able to try a bunch of different heroes then. And that might be boring for you all. You would actually just see me play Nature's Prophet. You want some peaches? Peaches are pretty good. Though I don't like the skin on peaches. It's all like fuzzy and chewy. When was the last time I did something for the first time? I had never gone to the pool in this apartment, but when my sister visited, we went to the pool. That was the first time for something. I had been to a pool before, but just not this one in the apartment. Does that count? Yeah, Witch Doctor is pretty good. Warlock is another good hero for new players, I think. I live in an apartment. It's not like a pool at my house or anything. It's an apartment at my pool. I live in Texas, so it's really common. A Kush streamer lifestyle. The funny thing is, I was telling you guys how, like, you know, eventually the channel grow bigger. I'm not sure if you would really see me do much different. You'd be like, Zach's still eating his leftover food. Zach's still sitting in his dinky room. I'm not really sure I would get anything different if I had a lot of money. I guess I would upgrade my desk first. You would see that. You'd see maybe some slightly better camera quality and things like that. But you wouldn't see me start streaming like, hey guys, today we're just driving Ferraris around. Check it out. Oh my god. Look at this luxury resort. Unboxing gold foil for the cooking stream now. You guys don't even see the desk? That's true. Actually, when I do a wide camera, you see a slight edge to my L desk. Can you still search for games with a Dota coordinator being down? It says it's searching, but I don't know if it really is. Upgrade napkins to include lotion. Are there napkins like that? That seems like a waste of money. More like a Mercedes person. I don't even know. I don't even know what the luxury cars are out there. I'd have to look around. Just chatting in a tub channel. There you go. That's what I would do. I would buy a hot tub. Start doing that. Thamada, that's brilliant. I think I would sit at the base. Okay, so here we go. I sit in the bottom part of the W. You know the W, like there? And so then in each of the 3 points, that's one monitor each. And then I'm in the middle, and I am surrounded by full sides. So then I have like an armrest on part of the W. Like there can be food everywhere. That's pretty good. I wanna, where is this W desk? They feel nice. Wait, are we talking about, I know there are tissues that are like that, but like actual napkins, like for food? Now I want a W desk build. Is this how we get big? I'll make a custom desk and we'll sell W desks. The streams will be me making desks now. I don't know anything about woodworking. Actually, I know a very marginal amount, I guess. size monitor. I think this one's 24 or 27. I actually can't remember. Then I have a 32-inch monitor that I use for a lot of editing stuff on the side. And then I have another one that's also like 24 inches. Just 1080p. Or the one on the right is actually a 4K. Just flat monitors. The curved feels funny to me. Not that I've ever used one for long term, but just when I see it at the stores, you know, I go sit in front and I try it. I imagine it. It just feels a little funny to me. Maybe if I played like single player games, I'd be more open to it. Just like casual giant world, I want a very nice monitor. But for Dota, I feel like it would be weird. How tall am I? I'm a 5'11" and a little bit, like 5'11 and a half or something. Depends how straight up I'm standing that day, I guess. Why don't the Clink's bandages burn off? They're magic bandages. And there you go. Would an ultra-wide monitor increase your map visibility? Yeah, so it does. If you get a wider monitor, you can see more of the screen, but it also puts the mini-map further in the corner and the ping stuff like further up. So you do see more, but you also have to move your mouse more. And I think there's benefits to that, but I personally think a 1080p monitor, just like regular, is a very good balance for a game like Dota. So I like that. But I'll tell you what, okay, if you play other games, having a bigger monitor definitely helps. So Stardew Valley, for example, any of you Stardew players, if you try going through the mines, you can only see part of the mines, right? If you play on a 4K monitor, you can see the whole freaking mine. So you know exactly where everything is and all that. Or you go through the town and you need to go up and down looking for forageables. 4K monitor, the whole town is there. So you're just like, there it is. I know exactly where to go. It's cheating. Pay to win. Pay to win Stardew Valley. Less likely to accidentally click the minimap. I didn't think about that one. There you go. Terraria. I never tried Terraria on this 4K, but I bet that would be the same. I'm not that famous, BTZ. I ran into a couple people at the Arlington major I went to, and a couple at TI in Singapore. I haven't run into anyone in a day-to-day setting. That'll be a first. Who was asking that earlier? That'll be a first for me when I'm just going about my regular life and they go, "Oh my god, are you Zach?" We're like, "Why?" A 42-inch TV for WoW rating. Ooh, can you move your bars around? I like when games allow you to change your HUD screen, like customize it where you want. NA confirming match bug still a thing? Quite possibly. What should we do?
OMG, are you ZQuixotix?
Are you ZQuixotix? That's me. Oh, it kicked me. Ah. New patched, fixed servers? Question mark? Heber's fall. I don't mind too much. I guess it depends what kind of mood I'm in, right? But actually it depends on the person, maybe. Usually even if I'm in a bad mood, I don't mind seeing people I know. Maybe I don't want to hang out for a super long time, but just a quick, hey, what's up? You know, catch up, that's fine. But maybe that person's annoying, then it changes it. Is the bug only for NA players? I don't think so. I think all the servers have been having issues. I should stop eating these chips. I'm gonna put them away. Target has all dressed chips. What does that mean? What are all dressed chips? Is this something I should be trying? Show us your PC background, or are you hiding your inner weeb? There are weeb stuff around the background. Or not just the background, but along the walls and everything. They're funny to me. You guys won't believe me, but like, it is weeby. But part of the reason I got them is just because it's funny. The stereotype of it, I guess. And I did want them. Oh, the desktop wallpaper? Nah, it's just Dota. It's a TI thing. I used to have it shuffle between different backgrounds, and there were weeb ones in there. But there was also a lot of Dota stuff, normal backgrounds. But lately, I changed it for that TI joke. I made an April Fool's joke where I switched to League of Legends, and I had my background be a bunch of League stuff. But after that, I switched it to TI, the Aegis, and I haven't bothered to change it back. We've been hit with the bug, I think. What should we do? All dressed is like a mixture of several chip seasonings in a mixed bag. Barbecue, salt and vinegar, sour cream. Oh, I didn't know that. Are the chips... We should have to go through a third-party packaging for that. Is this private label chips? I was just thinking how you would mix different chip. Like, you could produce separate chips and then mix them into a bag. But it's kind of a pain. Food processing wise, unless you already have. You'd have to change your packaging system, essentially. That's why I was curious if it's popular, if it's a private label one. The popular ones in Canada are Ruffles. Like actual name brand Ruffles? Terraria playthrough? I own Terraria, I'll do it. I don't know enough about Terraria though, you guys would have to help me out. Let me see if I have it installed. Combines the flavors in one coating? Okay. That's a lot easier to do then with existing production. I do have Terraria downloaded. Chat? What do you think? Terraria stream? Absolute amateur Terraria stream? I don't know if we can play Dota anymore. We're affected by this bug. No, I was curious about both, Thamada. Every item in Terraria at one point, then they added more. I had, what's it called? I had Hollow Knight perfected. I had all the achievements, then they added more, and I never went back. Zach quitting Dota confirmed? Yes. Clip it. Post it. Dota is dead. Just knows my camera's off. There we go. It's a little off. No Slay the Spire. I've heard really good things about that. I always say I'll get it. I haven't got it yet though, so I don't really feel like spending money on a new game right now. But I do own Terraria, and I never played it that much. Are the pending friend requests a subtle flex, or are you too nice to reject him? A bit of both, I guess. I feel a little bad about rejecting. But sometimes I just think about it. I guess we can just delete. Look, we got some of the same people here. What is this? Let's count the weebs. How many we got here? I think it's mostly weebs. Ruffles are the main one in Canada. Yeah, Lays owns Ruffles. The Lays version. Slay the Spire 66% off right now. What server do I play on? I just queue US West and US East for the fastest times. But currently doesn't seem to matter. There's a candy that does that? Oh, I didn't know that. That just has like mystery flavors. That's cool. You're on the US, currently having luck finding games on the Peru servers. Wow, what a twist. I would check my ping, but apparently I can't even leave. Leaving matchmaking queue right now. I think we're screwed either way. I think it's done. I think we have to decide what we're gonna do here. We either switch games. It's now a variety stream. We go play Terraria or something. Or we stop the stream for today. I will work on a video or something, and then tomorrow we can try streaming if you know, maybe the servers will be fixed or something. What else? That's kind of the main two options. Third option is maybe like do some replays, but to be honest, I don't really feel like it because of the I don't think the new patch was crazy, but I do like to play a bit more, let a patch settle, learn the patch a bit more before I do too many replays. Also, I just feel like playing. I don't know. We have some ramen flavored lays here. I gotta say, America is really boring with the flavors. It's getting a little better. I think diversity is becoming a thing here. Wowee. But if you go to other places, they just have so many more cool flavors, I feel. The US does not like to change very much. They just like taking existing flavors and putting on other stuff, like, ooh, Cheetos flavors on potato chips now. Whoa, you know? Oh, spicy cheese. Yeah, seafood flavors, very unpopular here. Other flavors like that, never very popular in America. Tried to do a custom lobby and the server still crashed. Rip. Top 5 for hours on Steam. Slay the Spire. If you get someone to invite you to party, it might cancel the queue. Baldur's Gate. I don't have Baldur's Gate. My timer got reset? Oh, I wasn't watching. I was reading chat. Russia has even less flavors? I've never been to Russia. I didn't know that. Goes for soda, candy, chips, and whatever else. I see. That is unfortunate. I like all the different flavors of chips and foods. It's fun to try. In the end, maybe I still prefer one flavor, and I default to that. But at least for a little bit, you know, I like to try weird flavors. Some not so great. Not so great though. Let me out. Leaving a game before it's finished. Nah, we got kicked. What is it? 3 minutes? All right. We're free. We're free from the server. Unfortunately, I don't think it's worth continuing to try, and then we just keep getting kicked and whatever. I'm sure they're working on fixing it. I think I'm done trying to play for the day, though. I'm just debating between gonna go work on a video or we do a little bit of variety for fun. Funsies! If I was gonna make a video, there's one I'm working on. I already recorded it with someone. Ooh, spoiler chat. Actually, here, guys, sneak peek at a future video. I'm not actually gonna show you a sneak peek, but it hints. I'm working on a video that I already recorded. It's with someone that I think you guys will very much enjoy. I think it'll be a great time. It's 2 hours, though. And it seems a little long for YouTube, you know? So I am going to possibly cut it down to a shorter time. I'm not sure how long I can cut it down to. But I was thinking I have a couple options. It's either release the whole thing, 2 hour video, It's essentially a podcast. It wasn't meant to be a podcast, but that's essentially what it ended up being. And I think it's pretty enjoyable the whole time. But 2 hours, I question how many people will click it and listen to the whole thing and watch the whole thing. So I could cut together a highlight, like 20 to 30 minutes maybe, and then release the full version on my VOD channel or something like that. Cut it down, TikTok style. Even if I removed all the pauses, it would still end up being over an hour easily. We'd go from 1 hour 50 minutes to 1 hour 30 at best, I think. Then the other question is, do I release the full version on my channel as well then? Or should it go on the Vods channel? I feel like it should go on the Vods channel. Most people won't find it there though. I mean, I would link in the main video, the highlighted video, that's like, hey, there's a full version here if you want to see it. I would link it, all that. But I think a lot of people wouldn't. Yeah, I'll make a video with my mom sometime. I don't think she wants to be on camera or anything, but maybe I'll do a cooking video with my mom. Actually, my mom playing video games is really funny. Or my mom watching video games. She doesn't really play any of that, but her commentary is usually very funny. I think you guys would enjoy it. My mom would probably become a bigger streamer than me. Make an Aegis cake. I think what's something you can make? You could try to make cheese. I've never made cheese. I don't know how that works. You could make the cookies, Snapfire cookies. Create a second channel for long videos. That's kind of what the VOD channel is, but not fully. Maybe there should be one that's like hour-long plus videos. That could be gameplay. It could be the full replay analyses, and then stuff like this. It's just kind of a hassle to maintain multiple channels, though. True, occasionally I churn my own butter. It's a bit of a hassle, so I just do it for fun on special occasions. I got a little hand churner. You just like spin it. It's fun. Grow a plant, eat it like a tango. It's just a video of me biting a piece of grass. Grubby can't find a game right now either. Should we go again? If it doesn't work, I think we'll be hit with 15 minutes. Let's try. If we get hit with the 15 minutes, I'll stop. The video I'd probably work on right now is... Ooh, 1, we gotta clip that video of Disruptor bullying us. And then 2, I was thinking... These are, like, there are some videos like this I've been meaning to make for a while. They're a little bit more clickbaity, I'll be honest. But it's the, like, 10 things you should know. You know, 5 habits holding you back. I was thinking something, start with like 10 habits or 10 things to know before your first ranked game for new players getting into it, which a lot of comments will be like, there are no new players, whatever guys. There's lots of new players. The videos that do the best are new player videos. So people try Dota, it's just tough and the community's kind of toxic and they stop playing, but there are people who continue to try. So I do think those kind of videos would help. But other kind of videos like that a bit, especially with the patch being so new, we've got to play the heroes to figure out what's good. So I'm not really making a guide immediately. Zach and Clickbait, name a more iconic duo. It's pretty fun to do some clickbait stuff. Yeah, Thoric, they'd be perfect for you. 5 teammates holding you back. Oh, that's funny. Very true, very true. Yeah, I like the behavior change. I think it still needs tweaking, still needs work, but they said so just as much themselves. LMAO, that was fast. Was this the one in our game just now? We didn't get the Morphling? I guess Morphling didn't say as much. Spectre. I don't remember. Who did I report? The 8th? What day was that? When did I report someone? A video explaining how to evaluate new heroes in a patch would be cool. I feel like I had one. If you want to see it, there's a video I made. What makes a hero broken? Something like that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But it was talking about Luna, Death Prophet, and I think it was Gyro again at that time, actually, as well, about why they were broken heroes. It's usually base stats. That's something you should always look for anytime a patch comes out. Base stats are a big indicator of what will allow a hero to do something new and different. Is it this one? This doesn't fully answer what to look for, but it partially goes into the topic. Do you play better when not streaming? Absolutely. But sometimes I play well while streaming. I wouldn't suddenly be able to go pro or anything, but I think if I just stopped streaming and only played games when I feel good and all that, I think I'd be able to easily approach 7K. But all the little things while streaming, for example, reading chat, obviously. But when I stream, I play the games back to back to back, which pros have to do, you know, as I consider it as part of training. You know, when you play a tournament, you don't get to be like, I need a longer break. But even then you get a break, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, between games sometimes. I don't do that while I stream. You know, you just chain queue because it's boring for people to watch you just sitting around. Maybe more interesting people can fill that void time. But I usually just queue more frequently. And if I was just tryharding without streaming, I would take those longer breaks. And I think that helps a lot. It helps me a lot. Maybe not everyone has to be like that. Five reasons sometimes you can grief and not feel bad about it. That's kind of what this video is gonna be. There's one in the works, sort of, for that. Don't actually grief, guys. It's a joke, but a little bit. The topic came up. Hey, Steve. Dawn nerfs can't win anymore. She did get nerfed. I think she's still okay, but she's not S tier. I think like A to B tier still sounds good for her, though. Haven't played her, though, lately. A video good for new players could be explaining why iron branches are actually useful. I think newer players love. That's true. Explaining that concept of itemization, not just rushing into the, oh, I want naked battle fury, naked radiance. That is a pretty common mistake. That could be a good one. S tier supports definitely will do, but the patch just came out, what, 2 days ago or something? No, it actually came out Friday night, didn't it? So I don't want to rush something that, you know, that I would just be making stuff up, and it wouldn't be very good. So I'll wait a little longer. I will probably make a video soon about promising looking heroes that you can try, you know, relatively early in the patch. But in terms of an actual tier list, I usually wait for a bit for a patch just to really get a feel of different heroes and all that. Let the data solidify, everything like that. Why don't I play ability draft you all? Well, I don't even know the servers are any good. Ability draft is fun. I don't know. I didn't mind it the time we did it. I wouldn't mind mixing it in here and there. But just time-wise, it feels tough to... essentially, I make content for Dota 2, educational, right? So a lot of my time has to go into being good at Dota and understanding what's good. And although there are ability draft players, turbo players, I don't know if there's as many as the type of people who play unranked and ranked. And so, I don't know, we probably could do some, but I think the viewership would drop and all that. Actually, funny, we're not doing shit, and I see the viewer numbers going up. I don't know if the people are just getting off of work or something, or no one else can find a game, so you guys are dropping by the stream to see if we can find a game, but unfortunately, there ain't no game here either. A lot of lower cost items not bought in the low brackets like Solar Crest. That's probably pretty true. Nerf the confirmed matchmaking ult. It's busted, man. It's like Necro ult. Necro ult coming back. If you guys recently started playing Dota, you don't know it. Necrophos Ultimate used to extend your death timer and prevent you from buying back. So the worst sequence would be, I think you needed Ags to not be able to buy back. I can't quite remember. But either you got killed by Necrophos, bought back, and then got killed by Necrophos again, or you just bought back and then got killed by Necrophos ult. I can't remember what order of events, but you would be dead for so long. You could pretty much just leave. You had like 2 to 3 minutes almost. I feel like that's what's happening to me now. I think the Dota YouTube audience loves watching meme videos. Well, we're going to test that. We're going to put that video of that disruptor trapping us. We'll see how many people like it. It's also, it'll be a very short video, so
Help.
maybe more people
I'm
will click on it
addicted
just to
to this
take a
stream
look.
smiley face.
Yeah, Joy K, let's go. Keep that addiction. It's not good to be addicted to things, everyone. That's a joke for legal reasons. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Without checking data, who do you think is the least picked banned hero? I'm guessing Medusa. Haven't seen her in ages. No, Medusa is probably lower on win rate for a bit, but in terms of least picked or banned, it's probably... I mean, I'm just thinking of the unpopular heroes. It doesn't really change whether they're good or not. People like Chen and Enchantress usually have very low pick rates. Lone Druid is another one. Yeah, Visage. Visage also has very low win rates, or low pick rates. ET is usually quite low. Who else? Medusa, even if she were considered to be in the dumpster, she's fun to people and they'll play her. She's not a particularly difficult hero. Least picked on pro trackers, Enigma. Let's go see Dota buff, because that's probably better representative of just people in general. Lowest pick rate, Chen. Boom. 0.79%. Rude Mother's next, then Lycan, Batrider, Visage, ET. There's just these people who aren't very popular, even when they're good. For example, Visage has a 52% win rate. Chen has a 50.4, 0.5 almost. Meepo, high-ish win rate, 1.65% pick rate. I don't know how to see bans, actually. I'm sure there's a way. You know, Rubik with ET's ultimate can one-shot anyone with any HP if he refreshes it. As in, double cast ET ult stolen from Rubik? This one, because it does over max HP, and you have all the buffs from your abilities. Host a tournament with chat. We wouldn't be able to find games. I don't think we can use any of the servers. Centaur's getting a little bit more popular. He looks good this patch. what will be the next variety game? So two separate things, which I don't know if I'll have time to get to anytime soon. But one, there's a Stardew series I want to make. I'm going to do that one completely offline and just release very focused edited videos. Besides that, we can actually literally decide right now, because I think we're going to switch off of Dota because the servers are dead. So if we want to do a variety game, we were talking about Terraria earlier. We could do a couple things. I don't really want to spend money right now. So I kind of want to do a game I already own but haven't played. We were talking about Outer Wilds. I don't know if I ever bought it, though. Did I? Where is it? Oh, O for Outer. Wait, is Outer World or Outer Wild the one we wanted? I think Outer Wilds. You own RimWorld? True. I can include you guys in RimWorld. I don't know if you want to be, though. Some of you would. Some of you wouldn't know what RimWorld is, and you're like, oh yeah, include me, and then you get horrifically wrecked. How's Vanomancer working as a position 4? He's not the best, but it's okay. I'd say it really depends on the lane matchup, how it's gonna feel. Maybe B plus-ish tier when it's a pretty good matchup. Maybe like C tier for mediocre to bad matchups. Just play Mobile Legends. This would be a good time. I did get I get some emails about promoting mobile games, stuff like that. You'll probably eventually see me do it. I'll probably eventually accept one that has like a reasonable ad contract, payment for it. And then you guys will see me play like an hour or two of a mobile game. Please support and watch it. It supports the Dota content if we ever do something like that. I don't want to do one where I am strictly... I understand that they would want me to be relatively positive. That's fine. I don't want to read through a super lame script. But if they allow me to just play it, be generally positive, say things I like, and maybe some things I don't like I'd be a lot more open to that. I don't want to have to fake sell stuff. But yeah, maybe depending on the amount of money, I am maybe willing to sell out. But I've been trying not to. Yeah, I don't think we'll find a match either. We're just kind of chit-chatting, talking shit, trying to figure out what we want to do instead. I just kind of have it left open while we're rambling. And funny enough, the stream just keeps going higher. Maybe we should just keep pretending to find a match. Maybe the numbers will just continue to rise. We already canceled. We got stuck earlier. It's too late. I'm in the void now. If we leave, I think we'll get 15 minutes. I think we're gonna get 15 minutes anyways. Yeah. All right. We're not gonna try to queue again. It's just gonna get worse. But I'm down to just chat with you all and pick someone else. If you use localhost, it will work. Is that what I want to do? Kind of just want to take it as a sign that the servers are down and let's just do something else for a bit. We were finding games just earlier today. We played 2 or 3 games today. Like RimWorld? Possibly like RimWorld. Yeah, I do think we might do some variety stuff. I don't know if I want to do full-on story thing. Oh, we could. I could just upload it separately. Yeah, actually, that would be fine. All right, let me give you guys some options for variety games. Things I've been doing right now. I've been playing RuneScape, but I don't think we'll stream that. We have RimWorld. We have... I never did do the Dark Souls 3 DLC. Part of me wants to do that, part of me doesn't, so I don't know. Terraria. What else is in here? Games I want to play, because we've talked about, but I don't currently own. Slime Rancher 2. None of you have requested that. That's just something I want to do. Slime Rancher 2. Dave the Diver. Outer Wilds. Outer World, I guess. Both, maybe. 07. I don't know shit about the new... I don't know RS3 at all. I've just been playing old school RuneScape. I've been trying to do more of the bosses stuff. When I edit videos, I do the AFK training stuff, and then every now and then I do like some active. I try the bosses. It's pretty fun. Total level. Let me pull it up. I was training this whole time. I'm just kidding. Could have been doing Nightmare Zone. I am 1898. Total level. I'm working on getting 99 magic. If you guys watch a video, just know that I was gaining magic XP at that time. I've been stringing amulets, making planks with lunar magic, and I've been cooking fish. Working on both 99s. And then I just do bosses in my occasional free time. Lunar training. Look, it's just AFK. That's all. I don't need efficient training. I just want AFK training. I got 99 ranged earlier this year just doing sand crabs. Completely inefficient. Just AFK. Easy while editing. What else? What other games do I got? I was gonna do barraging. I haven't finished Monkey Madness 2 though. I thought I did. I was so disappointed. I was gonna go try Demonic Gorillas because I heard they're harder to do, and I just wanted to try the different challenges. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go try that. And I got everything ready, and then I was like, wait, I never did this quest. Ah, shit. In my head, I had done it. Oh, Graveyard Keeper. I've always meant to play that. I do have that one. We could try it. It's like Stardew, but you keep a graveyard. You guys keep shilling Outer Wilds? Alright, let me see how much Outer Wilds is right now. Do I need the DLC? DLC... Graveyard Keeper is just okay. Now you want to see me do Monkey Madness 2? I'm about a third of the way through it, I think. I started it, and then I stopped for whatever reason. Play the DLC after finishing the main game, or just not do it? No spoilers, but dramatic quest. Yeah, I need to do that one, and so I need to do that. I need to do Dragon Slayer 2. I need to do the stuff that unlocks Tome of a Mascot, or whatever it's called, because you can solo that one. And I don't really do any group content, but I learned you could solo that raid, and I was like, oh, I'll try that. So I need to do those quests. Go update. I do have an update. Recommend prioritizing Dragon Slayer 2 for farming Vork. I have never tried Vorkath, so he is another boss I kind of want to give a go. Lately, I've just been doing Corrupted Gauntlet and Zulrah. I just like the music at Zulrah, and it's kind of fun. You can click around. Click, 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 click. Outer Wilds is super important to have no backseaters. Good to know, good to know. Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands 2. I have a lot of time. Well, I say a lot of time, and by a lot of people's standards, it probably is. It's like 100-something hours. Compared to Dota time, though, it's nothing. Barely played Borderlands. Isn't Corrupted Gauntlet better than Vorkath, though? I mean, I guess it depends how many kills you can get. Mainly, I wanted to do Dragon Slayer so that I would have the backpack, the Ava's, whatever. Actually, something else I wanted to try and I was looking into a little bit. I've never done their leagues. I don't know if I have the time to commit to that, but it seems fun. Like bonus XP, different unique challenges, stuff like that. There's a part of me that wants to try it, but I don't think it's out yet. I don't know when it is. Yeah, the Assembler, whatever the max level is. Yes, I did have that bug, and we've been debating what to switch to for variety, or whether to try to like keep going. But I don't think I want to, because I think it's just gonna keep getting worse. Like if it's still bugged for me, we're gonna get to an hour. We're gonna get like banned eventually by bugs. So I don't feel like I should, push it. You were able to find a game? I think I've tried one of those, Thamada, but I can't remember. I'm gonna go back to my Steam games list. Have you ever unpaused a paused game or paused a game because of something funny? I've probably paused. I can't remember recently doing it, but I can definitely see myself pausing to tilt someone who's been an asshole. I wouldn't be the first to do it, but if someone's been talking shit and they've been pausing on you, there's nothing funnier than to kill them and then pause them. It's a good one. So I think I've done that. I don't usually unpause on people. But I'm sure I must have done it at some point, right? Thousands of games. Surely there was someone where I was like, screw that guy, unpause. But I don't really remember doing it. I don't usually mind waiting. I generally like the game to be as competitive as possible. But having said that, I don't pause for enemy DCs, which would be the honorable thing to do, I guess. Like, oh, we need that guy. Pause for him. But I don't do it. Mainly because I think it would tilt my team, and then my team would be mad at me. So it's just one of those things. Like, you lose games because people DC on your team, and you win games because they DC on the enemy team. So I just kind of accept it. If we pause and wait, and they come back, great. If they keep not coming back, and someone eventually unpauses, I'm just like, it is what it is. Was it top down or 3D? I want to say top down. All right, I think we're gonna do Terraria or RimWorld. I think we do a poll and we switch over to one of those games for today. That's what I'm feeling. I may try to stream tomorrow if servers, sound like they get fixed, but I kind of don't think we should. I don't really want to keep trying to do this when the servers are kind of iffy. You'll relocate them to the fountain and pause. It's funny to hear about. It's easy to say you shouldn't do it and it's wrong and all that, but it's pretty funny. Have I ever thrown a question mark? Oh, I'm pretty sure I have. Listen, I will not start, but I will absolutely clap back. But I don't usually do it on stream, and now that I'm a content creator, I don't do it offline very much anymore. But sometimes, someone's being an asshole, and you absolutely wreck them. That's the best feeling. You gotta hit them with a question mark or something. And it's not that bad. I'm not telling them. I think there's like very much going over the line with like retaliation, and then you get really toxic and offensive and you're like insulting people and all that. I don't go that far. I think a cheeky tip, question mark, pause, like I think those are very tame, ways to get back at people, but it absolutely destroys them. So I'm okay with those, but I don't devolve into racism and all that. Report me if I ever do that. Do not be okay with anyone doing that. What was I just trying to do? Oh, I was gonna start a poll, right, for a variety game. RimWorld, Terraria. What else? I think that's it. I want to be able to chat while we play. I don't think I want to do something too... I say that. I don't think any game on here is harder to talk about while playing than Dota. So actually, maybe that's a non-issue. All right, and I'll include by Outer Wilds, I guess. Maybe I should become a Marvel Snap streamer. All right, poll. We're gonna switch off Dota here in a moment. If you only care about Dota, I understand. You can move out, but I think we'll stream a variety game for a little bit, have some fun. So if you care which of those three options, if you guys pick Outer Wilds, I don't know how long it's gonna take to download though. I own and have the others downloaded, but if enough people would prefer Outer Wilds, we can do it. And I think we have enough of you that would help. At least the Mata here seems to have played it, and he can help prevent backseaters. It's like 3 gigabytes, easy. Maybe servers are back. They might be, but we've already failed twice. If we fail again, it's gonna get really long. So I just kind of don't want to risk it till tomorrow. Put Genshin on there, I forgot. Gotta finish the Sumeru story quest. Hubris Thrall. Fontaine is out. I am behind because I never finished Sumeru. But the next region beyond that is out. Looks like you guys are voting Outer Wilds. Man, I should have bought it while it was on sale. It's like, I don't know what I'm going to play it. Let's see, where is it? Let me go find it again. So we don't need the DLC, right? Oh, who's that? Thank you. Whoa. Hey, YC Punk, thank you. Thank you for gifting a sub. You just paid for like a 10th of Outer Wilds. Thank you very much. Business expense right there. All right, I'm installing this. Who said it was 3 gigabytes? This thing is 10. It's 11 gigabytes, actually. It's fine. I have the space for it. And my internet's pretty fast, actually, for downloading. Oh, no, wait. Now it says 3 gigabytes. Oh, I guess you're right. Maybe it's the DLC. That's an extra 7 gigabytes? Wow. Oh, who's that? Thank you. Hey, Joy K, thank you for gifting the sub. Also paying for Outer Wilds. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, who's that? Thank you. What? Have ever played Hollow Knight? Yeah, I love Hollow Knight. I actually want to go... Oh, damn, maybe that should have been on the list too. I want to get a 100% in Hollow Knight again. Or I have it. I have like 112 or whatever, but it moved up to whatever the new one is. I never did the Gods DLC. And I kind of can't remember the story, so I do kind of want to play it again and remember everything before Silksong one day comes out. So I think we have like 5 more years before I'm forced to play Hollow Knight again. But eventually I'd like to play it. It's 112. Then I have whatever is below that, like 108 or something before the DLC came out. But I feel like I cheesed the Iron Soul, because in Iron Soul, essentially you can't die while beating the game, for anyone who didn't play it. And you can pause though, and then like exit. And I'm pretty sure I did that to beat it, but not like screw over on certain bosses. So I feel like it was a cheap way to do it, and I kind of want to redo it and get it without pausing. Phasmophobia, that's a scary one, right? I ain't about that. All right, I believe that servers may be fixed. It sounds like a lot of people, have found it, but I am committed to moving on. So if you guys want to watch only Dota, you can go to other stuff. I understand.